Good evening to you. I'm Paul Seacala. Tucson native and University of Arizona alum Arte Moreno will now not be selling the LA Angels, as he first reported about 5 months ago. Moreno, who bought the Angels 20 years ago from the Walt Disney Company for $183 million, said, quote, "There's unfinished business." The change of heart by Moreno came as a shock to the pro sports world. That's for sure. Moreno issued a 132-word statement. In part, it said that as discussions advanced and began to crystallize, we realized our hearts remain with the Angels, and we are not ready to part ways with the fans, players, and our employees. Boys, a lot of former U of A standouts. All right, the new rankings are out tonight with both Coach Tommy Lloyd and the U of A men's basketball team, and Coach Adia Barnes and the women's team continuing to be a force in the top 20. Let's tip things off with the men, who jumped from number 11 to number 6 in the Associated Press poll after sweeping games against USC and 5th-ranked UCLA, while Coach Lloyd makes history. After the Arizona Wildcats came out on top against 5th-ranked UCLA, the Bruins ended up dropping in the polls to number 8. It was certainly a game full of pure hustle for the Arizona Wildcats, not only with diving out of bounds to save the ball, but straight up hardcore defense against a UCLA team that was gunning for its 15th victory in a row. It was also a milestone win for Coach Tommy Lloyd. How about this? It was victory number 50 for the second-year coach, and now it's the fastest a Pac-12 coach has ever reached 50 wins. The feat is also the 8th fastest in NCAA history. Moreover, Coach Tommy Lloyd is unbeaten at 3-0 in his career against opponents ranked in the top 5. That makes him the only coach in the last 25 years to win his first 3 games against programs in the top 5. And if you think Arizona is about to rest and kick back a bit, and there's a risk they might start drinking their own Kool-Aid after the big victory, no. Up next for the 6th-ranked Arizona Wildcats, a trip to Washington State. And Arizona will still be hungry, that's for sure, because if you recall, they lost to Washington State earlier this season as the Cougars broke the Wildcats' 28-game home winning streak. Hey, tip-off this Thursday is set for 9 p.m. Meanwhile, Coach Adia Barnes and the women's basketball team at Arizona remain at number 19 in the most recent poll after knocking off ASU over the weekend. Next up for the Lady Wildcats, a showdown against Washington on Friday at McKell Center. After the 86-7 victory over Arizona State on Sunday, the Wildcats remain the only team in the Pac-12 with 4 players averaging over 11 points a game. Shayna Pellinkins at 12.6, while Kate Reese is at 12.2, Jade Lovell is at 12.1, and Esmedi Martinez continues to chime in at double figures with just over 11. Coach Adia Barnes likes the parity, not only on the team, but within the competition in the Pac-12.
Our conference is strong. I'm glad it's back up to where it should be. If you looked last year, I always talked about how this year is going to be better because not so many injuries throughout our conference. Stanford losing to USC, I think our loss to Utah, I think all of these things will help us in the tournament. And I think this, even though we lost, I think we can build on a lot of great things and get better. So I think it's fun, exciting for basketball. I love the parity.
The parity is great. Of course, she was talking about Arizona's last loss, but of course, their most recent game, they got that victory against ASU. And quickly, as Coach Chip Hale and the Wildcat baseball team get set for the upcoming season, the single-game tickets are now on sale. It's just been announced by the U of A, and we have more on the scheduling itself and all the big games on KVOA.com. I'm Paul Seacala for News 4 Tucson Sports. Let's go ahead and toss it to Matt Broad. And Matt, do I hear rumors that it's actually snowing right outside the station?
You missed it. Stopped. Maybe a couple flurries left, but clearing skies quickly will mean a hard freeze warning tonight.
All right, well, tonight's show with Jimmy Fallon is up next.
And make sure to tune in to Tucson today, tomorrow, beginning at 4:30 a.m. Have a good one.